When I tell y'all I am sick and tired, I mean that from the depths of my soul, okay? Y'all, usually I don't even dabble in YouTube mess, but this mess is just foolish. And I just can't, my brain can't even take all of the foolishness going on, child, between Armon and Funky, and I feel like I am already over it. So we're gonna get into it real quick or whatever. And I'm going to bed because I'm like, at this point, everybody guilty. Okay, Funky guilty, Armon is guilty, Claudia is guilty, Al is guilty, Lunel is guilty. Baby, everybody guilty, and they all getting on my nerves, okay? But y'all know, first things first, take a little moment, y'all. Subscribe to my channel, become a whole JayBird, okay? Y'all know, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I gotta put on my sweatshirt because, I mean, everybody live. It's a back and forth, okay? And at this point, I don't know where I'm at. Let me get on camera. Child, let me move my sweatshirt I had on yesterday. I told y'all, I take my sweatshirt off and it gets thrown right over there, okay? Because sometimes I just throw them on right here. Look. Funky did his child StreamYard is acting crazy. I can't find a part in my braids. I didn't put no water in my coldest cup, so it was left over from yesterday. With still some ice. Funky was live. Armon is live. I think Tasha is live. Everybody live discussing one little situation, and I'm like, the fucking show is canceled. I blame Carlos. Because Carlos is the one who asked Funky about it for the interview or whatever. I'm like, I got screenshots and screen recordings for us to get into a little bit. But I want to say this because it's a bunch of fracking that go bull stuff. Okay. First of all, I like my thumbnail. Boom. Okay. Because it's not much to discuss today. But I'm here anyway because I'm trying to be consistent and get myself back in a good algorithm. Okay. But I am sick and tired of being sick and tired of the foolishness going on YouTube. I'm like, can't everybody get along? Everybody getting a check. Everybody had their own following. Everybody child and y'all a child. And I'm not trying to pick sides at all because everybody played a role in this, and everybody have everyone has the choice to be on their platform saying what they want to say. But yes, child, I'm like, one, I probably got to put some oil on my, cause I ain't put no oil on my hair in like 4-5 days, and I try to keep a little hydrated mist on my scalp when I have braids skin, this that my hair don't get all dry, whatever. But I mean, and my hair don't even itch. I'm just aggravated, and I'm up there scratching my hair or whatever. It's a sad situation in my opinion. But y'all, look, we not because yesterday I was on too long. It made me stay up later. I was a little bit tired today. So today we're going to absolutely be done, okay, before 11 p.m. Because like I said, it ain't much to discuss, okay? And y'all can watch the replay if y'all miss whatever I'm going to say. You hear me? I already want to get into it. Because the last thing we're going to get into is the foolishness between them fools, which is the Armans of it all and the funky Dinevas of it all, okay? Claudia and Al, too. So again, how y'all doing? Hello to everyone. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all for being here. String y'all is being really, 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 really weird. Okay, the signal is being crazy or whatever. So hopefully y'all can hear me clearly and see me as clearly as can be. Okay. Child, yes. Okay, I'm like, this is my opinion. I feel like once you get to a certain level of success in your genreing, whatever your genre is, if you are an R&B artist, if you are a cat burglar, if you are a hamburger flipper, if you are a YouTuber content creator, if you are an actress, okay, if you are an undertaker, whatever your area of expertise is, once you get to a level to where you're successful, bullshit and fussing should not even come into play. I'm not saying folk don't get upset and may have a reaction or two and say something about stuff, but I was like, at this point in time, it's being drugged out, and I blame Carlos because Carlos is the one that interviewed Funky and asked Funky about it, and then Funky said his piece or whatever. But I'm like, child, we had left all alone. Okay, wasn't nobody around here discussing nothing about that. And Carlos King, Funky Dineva, and Armon Wiggins are at such a high level in their area of expertise, they shouldn't even be bickering. Okay? They shouldn't be bickering. Because at this point, TGIF is canceled. Funky on his YouTube is doing absolutely amazingly well. Armand has his own. I don't watch Armand, but I believe Armand is around there doing good too. So what y'all anyway? Let me get these other topics out, and we're gonna get into the things of them. Because I can keep fussing, and I don't want to keep fussing. So let's where I'm gonna start. Okay, I don't even know because I aggravated. Keep on what this say? I don't know who this man is. Okay. But they say he was a detective who was passionate about protecting DV peoples, and then he went around here and DV somebody to death. I said, now what is going on here? Send him to prison. That's it. That's all. Send him when you look. If you are a person supposed to protect people, and you stop protecting them, you start hurting them, to jail you go. Okay, send them away. That's it. Okay, you did it. You admitted it. Get out our face. Okay, child was saving things and not know what it was. Claudia tells Caitlyn Jenner to sit this one out after tweeting what Kamala identifies as Kamala. Formerly Bruce said, "Hey, I thought she's always identified as a black woman. This woman is such a phony, not to mention beyond way too far left for this country." Until Caitlyn start using her own voice and stop using Bruce's voice, ain't nobody listening to her. Okay? Until Caitlyn stop using Bruce's voice, shut up. You can't say what anybody else identify as when you don't even use the right voice, person. Okay? You're still using Bruce's voice. Okay? You still have Bruce's mind. Okay? Cutting your penis off and changing your name, but still acting like a man, a white man at that. Okay? Please cut it out. When people transition, they're supposed to fully transition. Caitlyn around here juggling both fences with balls and coochies or whatever. I don't like it. Period. Okay? You can't say, "Oh, well, that day I didn't." Shut up. Be quiet. We don't want to hear it. Not today, not ever. Okay? I'm on Claudia's side, her saying, "Girl, shut up." Okay, again, until Caitlyn gets her own voice and stop using Bruce's, Caitlyn, shut up. Am I aggravated? I might be aggravated. Okay, congratulations. You got some Olympic stuff too, child. The first American woman to medal in Olympic hammer throwing. Like the Trunchable lady? Like Principal Trunchable? Hey, Annette, Nanika. I can't pronounce the last name, but congratulations. Okay, she made history. Oh, no, can't play it. Nope, they would not flag me. Okay, congrats on winning the silver. Okay, I don't know. Oh, USA. So congrats to her, and we appreciate all that you do in throwing the. Is it a hammer, the javelin? I don't know. She taught something. Okay, we then had some old people around here. Okay, winning here, there, and everywhere. Now they look like they're all running. They some U.S. people running. Okay, let's see who was this. Brittany Brown won bronze in track and field. Okay, round here, congratulations. Okay, Gabby Thomas won gold in track and field. Congratulations. Okay, we have again Miss Ma'am Annette. I can't pronounce her last name. Won silver. It says track and field women's hammer throw. Congratulations. Okay. Then the people running, I was running, okay, and winning and stuff. So again, congrats. You even see, come on now, silver. Okay, brace pole vault, showing them their college back in 2018, and them now showing them all these years later. Congratulations to the people, okay, and stuff. Anyway, that's crazy. Showing them back in the day when they first started and how they around here at the Olympics winning things for the peoples. Okay. Who else do we have some winning? I don't remember. Brittany Brown, who was like, this one for my team, all the people who believed in me, for all the women who deal with health issues, for any athlete that's reached out to me and said, I am not looked at. The coaches don't pay attention to me. It's not about me. It's about the people who look like me, who resonate with my story. I'm just so grateful I can be here and be in this moment. Congratulations. Okay, again, congrats to all of the people, okay, winning the medals and stuff. Because I don't watch it that often, so I don't want to miss people who won some big or whatever. I think wait, we got one more right here. Okay, congrats to this handsome man. Hopefully he's legal. Okay, he look good. What's his man's name? Oh, Quincy Hall. Okay, came in the gold for the 400. Okay, they out here winning and stuff. Okay, so congrats. Now where his print? See, if he ain't got no print, how that white man who jumped over the pole had a print. Anyway, congrats to all of the people winning the medals, whether you winning gold, silver, bronze, even if you just over there running in the race, congrats to you. Okay. Yeah, I'm on a whole different screen and stuff. So I'm just trying to get the stuff in and out. So we can get to me cussing out Funky Not Even and Armon, because that's what I'm gonna do. Happy belated birthday. Stormy celebrated her birthday. I don't know how old she is, okay, but she's in a gold dress by a window, okay. Is she 36 or was she born in 86? I don't know. But happy birthday to Stormy and her husband Courtney. I don't think they're gonna be on Love and Hip. No, not Love and Hip. Love and Marriage Hustle no more. But happy birthday, either belated or early, I'm not sure, to that lady. Okay. King can't spell. Are we surprised? King and his daddy, T.I., and then 2 Chainz and his son, whose name I don't know, he said, hey, King, spell tomorrow. King couldn't spell tomorrow. Okay? I'm not surprised. The King, he went to college, right? No, when high school. So, look, I can't, what can I spell? I cannot spell spaghetti. I cannot spell refrigerator. I get those words messed up every time, okay? And even though I had to type the word medical necessity every day, I can't spell necessity, okay? So sometimes people can't spell some words, but tomorrow's an easy word. I'm not surprised King can't spell child. Anyway, it say Kevin Durant is the all-time leading scorer for the U.S. team in the Olympics. Has basketball started in the Olympics? Is they over there yet playing the basketball? Well, congratulations to KD. Okay, he leading the scores over there. Congrats to that man. Okay. Speaking of people in basketball, that's Carmelo Anthony's daughter. Now remember, Carmelo was married to Lala, was cheating on Lala, had a baby. That's the baby. Okay, that's the now look. She looked like a daddy. Okay, the daddy, her. Carmelo and the little girl mama had a little party for the little girl, and of course it was a New York Nets party because that's what daddy is. I was like, child, look, it's right here too. You know they around here having a whole little. Now was Kanye there? Was Kanye at? She's 7. Was Kanye at his little sister's birthday? Maybe not. You know, look, Carmelo cheated, and we found out that because Lala divorced him, and so that's what happens when you have a wife and you cheat and have a baby. You know what I'm saying? If I'm divorced from you, I don't have to deal with your baby because I ain't your wife. So any communication, any visitation, any communication between you and your child and our son does not have to go through me because I am no longer your wife, okay? But anyway, go happy 7th birthday to Carmelo Anthony's daughter, Genesis, okay? Child of first book. Anyway, y'all be cheating. Why they put on a condom, okay? But it's not we don't want the little girl to be here. But I need people to stop cheating stupidly, okay? Good news, PnB Rock was killed. Remember he was killed back in was it 2020? When was he? I can't remember. But he remember he was the artist was in the Waffle House or somewhere, and the people came around there and senselessly took his life. Okay, well the people charged was found guilty. Okay, I had what are their names at? Let me see. Because I was saving it a few times because I don't know if I'll be seeing it all the time. Freddie Tron was found guilty, and also Tremont Jones. Okay, so Freddie was found guilty on all counts. Freddie was the one. Freddie was the daddy. Okay, Freddie was the daddy. Tremont is the person that I guess Tremont robbed the person. The son who actually pulled the trigger. He was found not competent to stand trial. Either way it go, send them all to prison. Okay, guilty on all counts. Freddie found guilty of felony murder, 2 counts of robbery, and 1 count of conspiracy. And then Tremont Jones was found guilty of robbery and conspiracy. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with the son, at all. Because, again, the son was the one who was 17 years old and was found to not be competent enough to stand trial. And I don't know what that means exactly. What I do know is if you have the know-how to get a weapon to take someone's life, your ass go to just a prison. But how long until ain't no more time left? Okay, look, I am a firm believer in the only time a person should not get prison time is if it's literally self-defense. If something happened, it's between me and you, and you are about to kill me, and there's proof, like if we finna, you know what I'm saying? Then okay, there has to be clear-cut evidence that if I did not take your life, I would have been gone. That's when I believe, hey, it is what it is, okay? But we're gonna hope them folk go down forever. Taraji has a new show coming up. Okay, Kevin Hart put his money where his mouth is, okay? I said, come on now. Kevin Hart revealed that his production company, Heartbeat, is developing a new series with Taraji P. Henson and Justin Simeon. I don't know who Justin Simeon is, but it's whatever. It's based on a novel called Morewood Family Rules. Okay, cool. It's set to be a high-stakes family drama with a comedic edge. It followed Jillian Morewood, played by Taraji P. Henson, who was the eldest child of a con artist family. After serving time in prison, she returns. Is she wearing Cookie again? After she comes home from prison, she wants to put her family on, away from the criminal lifestyle. However, as she attempts to clean up their act, she may find herself getting deeper into the family business. Okay, that sounds a little bit like Empire, but that's okay. I just want to see, Taraji P. Henson back on our screen. So congratulations to Taraji on what she got coming up. Okay. Also, there was supposedly, allegedly, okay, Netflix is developing a Claudia, where Claudia at? Is she on live somewhere? Child, where Claudia at? Good child. Is she on live somewhere? Or was she on live somewhere? Yeah, I know Armon live. I have bits and pieces of Armon. I'm not gonna do that. Let me stay focused. I'm gonna cuss all them out in a minute. Anyway, there's going to be a sequel on Netflix, a Different World sequel. Okay. She in Armon live. I'm gonna fuss them folks out later. So yeah, Netflix is developing a sequel to A Different World, which will be based on Dwayne and Willie's daughter attending Hillman. Okay, I like the idea, because I love A Different World. Apparently, allegedly, they say they may still have Dwayne and Whitley be on the show. Now, first of all, I guess that can happen, or whatever. But I just feel like it just has to make sense. I know there are a few people being attached to it. Where was I? One of them, let me see. The project is spearheaded by EP Felicia Pry alongside EPs Debbie Allen, Gina Prince, is it Bywood, and Reggie. People who know they're doing, okay? People who know what they doing, and the fact that it's Debbie Allen is gonna be good. Okay, it's the right people, it's the right time. While I also do feel like we've had other shows that's like A Different World. They had the whole what was some people name? Grownish. Okay, we've had other college type of shows. Because Dwayne and Willie are older now, you know what I'm saying? Older now, I do wonder how it would play out. No tea, no shade. Hey Siri, how old is Jasmine Guy?
Jasmine Guy is 62 years old.
Okay, hold on. How old is Kadeem Hardison?
Kadeem Hardison is 59 years old.
Okay, so both of them are in their well, he's 59, she's 62. So I feel like I just want it to be believable at their age. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we should have had this earlier on. Okay, so we shall see. Okay, I don't know. Maybe it'll be Willie and Dwayne's grandchild. Okay, Willie and Dwayne's grandchild is a freshman. Okay, and they can kind of stop in, stop out, or whatever. That to me may make more sense than saying, "Oh, Willie and Dwayne's daughter is in college." They're 60. They had kids, and they saying we shall see. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, but I want to see it. I want to see it. That is coming our way. Yeah, I'm so aggravated with Funky and them and Armon and them. This it's in my brain. Okay, well, your mama and not your daddy. Okay, I have to make a new graphic that says your mama and your daddy because we now have an actual VP. So if y'all don't know, every time we come on live, I gotta say it. We are a Harris Walls team around here. If you don't like it, your mama and now your daddy too. Okay, get out our face. This white man who, Code 45's VP person really wants us to punch him in his throat. Excuse me. JD and Kamala, damn it. And Kamala both were on the tarmac or whatever. Okay, same time or whatever. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna go over there and look at my plane. I'm gonna go over there and try to force her to say bloppy bloppy blue. I'm gonna say this one time and one time only, sir. If you don't get from around here," I said, first of all, why was he not tackled by security, by the damn Secret Service? Nobody should be allowed to walk up anywhere near the current VP of these U.S. states, okay? The United States of America, no one, look, bang, bang on sight. Okay? Bang, bang on sight. You don't just walk up to my plane or to my car. I don't know you, sir. Wait one shit yet, sir. The amount of disrespect that is coming Kamala's way pisses me off because it's just disrespectful to her position that she currently holds. Period. Okay? It makes me mad. And the fact that the Secret Service did not only tackle him, but kick him in his shins. Okay, a quick little headbutt. Okay, a whole football tackle, because your only job as the Secret Service is to make sure that nobody gets near the person you are protecting. Okay, I don't care if they knew, hey, JD over there too. JD, don't walk around here. People acting like she is not the vice president of the United States is going to cause us to start punching JD in his throat and kicking him in the shins. Oh, God, it makes me so angry. Because it's the fact that he just felt the need or thought, hey, I can do what I do. I can trip you and punch you in your esophagus. And shout out to K Michelle for like, look, you know what I'm saying? What you not gonna do is run up on the VP. People don't know. We got Kamala back. Okay, y'all don't know it, but we do. All up and through. Okay. Child, Lauryn Hill and them, the Fugees and them, it's canceled. Okay. Ain't no tour, bitch. Now look, I don't know why y'all keep allowing Lauryn Hill Prize and Wyclef to fool y'all into thinking they're gonna come back around together. It's not ever gonna happen. The only time y'all will see them together is gonna be an impromptu something. It means somebody else is already scheduled for something, and then the other two possibly show up. Okay, when they plan for all three of them to do anything together, it don't happen. Yeah, YouTube, child, look, when I tell y'all YouTube is playing on my top, they is playing on my top. Okay? Playing on my top. They don't let y'all know I'm live, child. It's a late, child. It's a whole, but then I have to keep on live regardless of who watching to get back in the good algorithm for you, okay? But Lauren and them, child, canceled, okay? People like, oh, Lord, they were getting emails and little texts about the events being canceled and their tickets being refunded. Money coming back, okay? Now, Lauren then posted a lengthy, little thing or whatever. With difficulty, the decision was made to pull down our upcoming North American tour dates. The shows in the UK and Europe are moving forward as planned. Last year, I faced an injury that necessitated the rescheduling of some of my shows. Regrettably, okay, some media outlets, what's that word? Is it penchant? For sensationalism and clickbait headlines have seemingly created a narrative that has affected ticket sales for the North American portion of the tour. The trust and faith I have in my intentions and my commitment to my art seem to have been overshadowed by this unfortunate portrayal. Lauren, you be late in canceling. You be late to stuff or cancel stuff. So, like, your reputation is the reason why people feel some kind of way, okay? I'm just saying, okay? The audiences in the UK and Europe have not only haven't seen the miseducated anniversary performance yet, they also haven't blah, blah, blah. Child, I ain't real this shit. She ain't gonna do it, okay? She ain't doing it, okay? And the foodies tour was supposed to take, it was supposed to be like in 3 days, and she ain't there, okay? So again, Prize and Wyclef and Lauryn Hill, as talented as a group as they are, it's over. It's over. It's over now. Stop. Okay. If y'all think they coming, they not. Don't let them fool you. Okay. You should get a ticket to Lauryn Hill show at your own risk. Okay. Period. When they first said they were coming together, I said, child, something don't sound right. I said, something don't sound right. And here we are. So yeah, the tour was canceled and stuff. Now I saw this. Let me wait. This man family. My lipstick. When I eat before I get on camera now, my lipstick is so weird on my lip, y'all. I'm using a different color. I gotta get back my red. Hold on. Better. Family of OceanGate victims suing for $50 million, despite the fact that the company no longer operates. I'm like, first of all, what? Now they're being sued for for $50 million for gross negligence by the family of French explorer who died on the submersible. Paul Henry something Nargiolet was among 5 people who died when the Titan submersible imploded. Okay, back in 2023. We don't know no one survived. Okay, this is gonna sound mean, but I don't care. If you chose to go down in that thing, I think they signed a waiver saying they could, perish, and they went anyway. while it's sad that they perished, you went down there in some aluminum foil. The lawsuit said that OceanGate failed to disclose the Titan's flaws and purposefully concealed its shortcomings from that man. It looked faulty. It looked like aluminum foil. The handheld device to steer it was a PlayStation 1 remote control. Now, I'm not saying they should not sue, because when things happen, everybody can sue. Okay, but I also feel like nobody should try to go down to the Titanic in aluminum foil. Okay, so we will see what happens with that. Let me refresh my page, y'all. We're gonna be done by 11, I promise y'all. Let's do this. I saw Kai Cenat saying he got a call from the Secret Service trying to get him to do a live stream with Kamala. I almost don't believe him. I almost feel like somebody was fooling him and he believed it. But I also feel like, sir, this, okay, you don't want to do it. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I know they say the Trump people did a stream with the Aiden Ross people. I don't care. Okay. At the end of the day, they're trying to get more vote. They're trying to get the younger vote. They're trying to get the younger people to know the candidates. Okay, that's it. If you don't want to do it, fine. But if part of me feel like it's lying, was it really the Secret Service? I'm like, is that who called people? Anyway, Carisha said she trying to tease. I think it's time, Carisha, please. And my response was, Carisha, please. All tea, all shade, we don't want it. I feel like Carisha has had enough drama in her own life that she has not spoken on. First, you need to tell your tea before you try to interview anybody else with their tea. Okay? And all tea, all shade, Carisha, please, wasn't to me that entertaining. So I feel like I don't think it's time. I don't. I think bye, Carisha. Carisha, please. No, thank you. Adios, amigos. Okay. I just wonder what would the point of it be, because at the end of the day, you were messing around with Diddy, who was a huge story, and you ain't said nothing about it. So are you gonna speak up or no? Okay. So if y'all are waiting for Carisha, please, it may be coming back. I'm not gonna watch it. Not at all. Y'all, we may only be an hour because I'm almost done. I told y'all we didn't much. Y'all, they said down in Atlanta. What is going on in Atlanta? Okay. A large crowd gathers outside of the Atlanta beauty supply store with bags, suitcases, and crates because the bitches was evicted. And then the police was like, if y'all take some stuff, y'all will be arrested for stealing. Look.
Soon as they walk out, these folks in the bomb wrestle for everything. It's over with. Folks in the bomb wrestle for everything.
Like, who told them, hey, go home and get some bags, y'all? The beauty supply over there on Peachtree, I make up tricks. They put all the stuff out. It's all outside, okay? Y'all, come get some stuff now.
I'm talking about everything. These folks finna get them for it all. Check out our...
Why would you bring a laundry basket?
Any of this stuff, you will go to jail. We are here. You touch any of this stuff, you will go to jail.
Who has time to go home, get trash bags, suitcases, to do what with? Like, I'm just,
So, ma'am, how do you feel about this? Are you ready to get some hair?
I am.
And she's not working. She said she don't have to go pick up.
So I got time today.
I just called her work.
What is wrong? I mean, would y'all do that? I am just when I was like flabbergasted.
Are you excited?
Yes.
So what are you guys here for? What do you want to get?
Everything.
And for you, sir, because I know you don't, I mean, what are you here for?
Child, how does this happen? First of all, in my opinion, now when people get evicted, once your stuff outside, ain't it like freebies? Because you evicted?
To steal this shit. It's crazy out here. They had to come put caution tape, y'all, because people trying to break through the police to steal this shit.
Now that's the beauty supply. So again, the owners of the renters of the beauty supply were evicted. Okay, so because they were evicted, the people put all of their stuff outside. Okay, outside. Now on top of that one happening, okay, they then showed also in Atlanta. Okay, I think this was Atlanta. Let me show yep, it's Atlanta. A hookah bar. Okay, a little spot. Now what the police said for this? What the police said, hey, if you touch anything, you're going to jail. Okay. The fact that the child give me some hookah, some Bacardi, some vodka, some rum, some Henny, some Quivel, okay, some 1800, give me whatever. I mean, out here just taking stuff. I don't even want no used hookah stuff. I don't know who mouth been on stuff, okay? But again, this place was also evicted. Okay, so folk came around here and said, gimme. Okay, it says according to WSB TV, the business landlord terminated the leasing agreement back in August of 2023, but the owners never left. On December 19, 2023, the landlord was granted a writ of possession from the court, gave them 7 days leave. They never did. Okay, a whole bunch of BS, and now all the stuff outside for y'all to get. A place called Red Martini.
Exactly.
And you had all that time, now why don't you move your stuff out? So some people got free weed, not weed, y'all. Some people got free weave, hair, free liquor. Okay, whatever you can get from the hookah lounge and from the beauty supply store. Atlanta, what is y'all doing? What is happening? And I'm like, how do so many people, I guess if one person posts on social media and everybody follow and everybody around there. First of all, some people probably already got some stuff before the police got there. You know what I'm saying? That's how folks knew to come with their bags. Okay. The first folks probably came there, grabbed handfuls of stuff, said, hey, if y'all go to the parking lot, bring a bag because it's all you can carry around here. And then, child, that's why the police got called. But I feel bad. You know, let's see. This in the backstory. Let me see. The recent eviction of a beauty supply, blah, blah, bloop. Controversy, blah, blah, bloop. The store was evicted due to over $15,000 in unpaid rents. Oh, they was not paying rent, owed $15,000. And so they said, hey, put all the shit out. It led to a crowd of people gathering at the site, many of whom are hoping to take the stuff up. Look, I feel like when you owe money, move your stuff out of what you owe. Keep an air mattress, a bottle of water, and some real easy. I feel like when you leave all your stuff in the place, they're gonna evict you. You're gonna be out. So hopefully, whoever in Atlanta, y'all got some free hair, some free conditioner, some shampoo, and also y'all got some the hookah lounge stuff. Portia slams ex-husband over false installations accusations following claims she cheated with Future. Portia, we don't care. We don't. Now, do I believe Portia was cheating with Future? I mean, we didn't think she was Simon. So at this point, anything's possible, but we don't care. Go to court, take us out the group chats. Kanye, ex-chief of staff, said Kanye around here addicted to laughing gas, saying how a dentist was giving that man all kind of laughing gas, whatever, got him hooked on it, hooked, and that's why Kanye be kind of crazy, deranged sometimes, okay? On top of that, somebody else was saying, well, it was Kanye saying it, that he was out here drinking Hennessy while treating the anti-stuff, before. Kanye is always out here blaming everybody except himself for what he be doing. I feel like he like playing the blame game. Kanye be doing the stuff and saying stuff and then trying to blame everybody but him. The same thing happened when he poured that thing on Taylor Swift all those years ago. He was saying, I have been drinking Hennessy at the bottle. Okay. Kanye, at some point in time, you have to stop claiming that the reason you say crazy stuff and do crazy stuff is because you drinking. Sir, that means you have a drinking problem. Okay. That means you should stop drinking. Okay. That means get out of our face. Okay. Kanye, to me, will always be a person who needs like therapy. I really do believe that Kanye has, just different mental, behavioral health struggles within himself. And until he fully acknowledges that, he would keep doing stupid things and having these outbursts, okay, and have these crazy rants. And then he'll blame it on something else. At the end of the day, Kanye, sir, is you. Okay, it ain't nobody but you. You the one out here being crazy and saying things that I think you believe in your own head. And then once you get a little backlash, you want to go and say, oh, it wasn't me, it was the liquor. Well, sir, stop drinking. It's really that simple. If you cannot handle your liquor, if you cannot not say things on a crazy rant on social media that are mean and racist and phobic of some kind, then, sir, what you want us to do? Okay, we don't care. But again, Kanye is always playing the blame game. Oh, that's better. Okay, Bun Live. Anyway, what's next? I feel like all that's left. Oh, it's Nelly. I think it's just Nelly and them. But let me say, okay. We didn't come on me. Yeah, child, we getting stupid, okay. Let me touch on the Nelly thing, and then we're gonna get into the funky Dineva with them of it all. Nelly round here, child, getting arrested. Now, when I first heard that Nelly got it, I was like, what is going on here? I said, what happened? What did you do? Okay, so this is an example how one situation is not fully explained, and sometimes it's the details that make it make sense. Okay, now all we heard at first was Nelly arrested, not having insurance on his car, had some pills in his pocket, blah, 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 blah. And I said, and he was out at 4:30 a.m. I said, Nelly, what you doing? Nelly, what you doing? I said, something don't sound right. Okay, I said, for me, I feel like Ashanti just had, I do feel like Ashanti had that baby. Okay, Had that baby. Charlotte, I have it down to a science. Yeah, I have my bun down to a science. You know what I'm saying? It's up and it's up. Okay. Um, I was like, something sounds weird. Okay. Because they made it sound, because I was like, why was he arrested? Why was he pulled over? I said, what's the point of him being pulled over? That's what I kept wondering, because I'm like, it's not giving a reason of what happened. I was confused. Okay. So once I kind of looked into a little bit more, okay, and TMZ kind of expounded on it, and I now see that YBF has put more details in. Okay. Nelly was arrested early this morning, in Missouri, down there by St. Louis. Okay. Because him and Ashanti live in St. Louis, where he's from. Okay. The police report states that he was taken in for possession of a controlled substance, ecstasy, and failure to appear on an old traffic charge. Now, I said, first of all, Millie, you're this stuff. You're this stuff. Doing, okay. Now, it says the Missouri State Highway Patrol arrest report says Cornell Hayes, that's his real name, was arrested around 4:45 in the morning. Apparently he had a couple e-pills on him or whatever, and no car insurance. It wasn't that he currently did not have no car insurance. The warrant out for him, it was an old warrant from a time he was pulled over and did not have insurance. Okay. Now I said, maybe why you don't have insurance? What's going on? I also feel like, in my opinion, I just wonder, for some rich people, I'm like, do they have so many cars that sometimes they don't know the car ain't got no coverage? I'm like, what's how that happen? What's going on? Okay. But he was arrested at the casino. Now, I have never done any kind of I'm not a pill popping person at all. I don't know what it does to the body. Okay, to me, I always felt like that was a hallucinogen type of pill or whatever. And I don't think you want to hallucinate when you're at the casino. Okay, but again, he was taken into custody because of an old warrant that he did not show up for a traffic charge. Now, to me, that's a petty reason to take me in. Because just say, hey, you need to go to court because of a insurance. Now, he was arrested and released. Okay. Now, Nelly's eyes look like he was indulging. Okay. It does. He's my water. His eyes look like he made, you know what I'm saying? But again, if it's 4:00 in the morning, you at a casino filled with smoke, you probably a little bit hot or whatever. I mean, that ain't the best decision, in my opinion, because you got a pregnant wife or a new baby at home or whatever. One of you have a car that don't have insurance, get you a driver, get an Uber, okay? But I feel like the first story that came out was like Nelly arrested driving on with drugs, and I'm like, he wasn't driving, he was at the casino, and because they said the law is when you enter or leave the casino, whatever, they have to check your ID to see who you are, and when they got his ID and put his name, oh, you got an old warrant for some traffic stuff. I said, sir, you out here being embarrassing. Okay. I also feel like if he had an old warrant for something else, why not just say he was arrested because he had an old warrant for something old when he ain't had insurance at one time? Not make it seem like he's right now around here high at 4:00 in the morning with no insurance, right around on some E. Anyway, he out. And we shall see what happens. Ain't he on tour? Is he still on tour with Janet Jackson? Child, embarrassing. Okay. Let's just get to the shit. Okay. Now, I meant to get some graphics, child, to put up for Armon and Funky. Now, we all know that, where's my video at? I gotta share a couple things. Hold on. Because Armon all day has been spiraling. Okay. Hold on. Armon has been spiraling all day. But first thing first, y'all, I need y'all to like the. I need to get some water. Like the video, please. Okay, let's get to it. So, as I said before, we know that Funky Dineva did an interview with Carlos King that aired yesterday. Okay, in said interview, Carlos asked him about TJF, Claudia, Al, and Armon. Okay. So when I tell you, that's who I blame. I fully blame Carlos, because Carlos, I was like, why did you even bring this shit back up? Why not leave it where it's supposed to be, which is out of our faces? Okay, we don't want it anymore. Okay, but he did not. So Funky, this is, Armon was on Twitter. Okay. In the little Twitter space thing. Okay. So he stopped look like Cordell. He does. You hear me? Earlier today, Armon was on Twitter. When I tell y'all, I feel, now look, he has a right to respond because somebody directly mentioned him, and I get it. I get it. I don't watch Armon. He cussed too much. Okay. I can't play this whole thing because I don't want my channel getting flagged. Okay. And my video getting flagged and I don't get paid for it. I'm gonna play a couple minutes of it, and we're gonna, because he did this on Twitter Spaces earlier. He then went on his own YouTube channel and was live and live and live. Okay, so we have that, and he wasn't cussing as much as he was on here. Okay,
you motherfuckers listen. Fuck all you motherfuckers, bitch, because y'all gonna believe what the fuck you want to believe, and your mind is made up. But I just be like, bitch, this shit really is a fucking thing.
People, a pet peeve, like I cuss, you know what I'm saying? I'm not acting like I don't cuss at all, and I have a clean, whatever. But I do not cuss like a sailor. People who cuss every 3 words really aggravate me, because I feel like, it's other words in the vocabulary that you can use that won't get somebody flagged. Okay. And I mean, he was just a cuss.
This shit is really a fucking thing. Motherfuckers will get up here and say anything. Any fucking thing. But then you be the problem. Imagine having a conversation with a person and
Now, I also want to say he was live on Twitter for almost 2 hours. I got only about 12 minutes that I cut up together because it was a rant of epic proportion.
they try to tell you everything that they done fucking do. Girl, what? And then go and sit up there. I'm just gagging. Bitch, I'm over here gagging. Let me ask you this. If you get hired for a job,
Mm-hmm.
have you all been hired for the job?
Okay.
Have you ever been to a job where,
Mm-hmm.
girl, where you kind of get cool with one of the coworkers or one of the bitches that's on the way out, and they give you all the tea on the job,
Okay.
but they don't give you all the tea on the bitch that they like?
I mean, why would I give you tea on my friend? That's my friend. I love my friend. You know, I'm gonna protect my friend to the end.
And then they get fired or then they quit. Then all of a sudden, they tell you you was being messy on the job.
I mean, at this point, now when I recorded this earlier in the day, I wasn't as fed up as I am now. But I feel like all of them are being messy. No, because I was on live and Claudia was around there, but I'm pretty sure I can kind of guess what she was saying. Okay, but no, I didn't catch that part. But to me, at this point, everyone is messy. Everyone played a part in this. I do feel like Funky is the only person playing it smart and how he's replying to things. Because Funky is like, you know what? I don't really want to dibble and dabble, but I'm gonna say this little part, okay? And I'm this little part, okay? But I'm like, everybody, including Funky, has played their messy role in this shit.
And you fell into the trap and was immature on the job. But bitch, was it not immature when you was running all the tea on the damn job when I got there? What was messy? That you talk shit about everybody when I got there?
I'm like, clearly, it seemed like everybody talks shit about everybody. I feel like Funky talks stuff about people. I feel like Armon talks stuff about people. I think Claudia talks stuff about people. And Al talks stuff about people. And that's why it imploded. Because everybody around there was playing messy, messy boots.
Or the fact that, bitch, I saw it for what it was for myself. Like, these girls be like, really? Like, bitch, like, what? So that was okay. So you was able to just to say whatever, being messy them as fuck, spilling all the tea on the job. And then, girl, when the shit went down, you want to act like you can't believe that somebody must have really put a battery in my back. Like, girl, what the fuck? But yeah, you sit up there and say that a bitch is insecure.
Because Funky said that Al was insecure because that was Al's first time, on the thing.
But yeah, you didn't tell me that when you was doing the rundown. But you want to sit up here and act surprised why this bitch got red. You know that bitch was a loser. And you know that bitch was insecure. So don't act fucking stupid.
Not Al's a loser.
But these bitches are weirdos. And I'm really trying to be in my soft boy era. Really trying to be calm and pan stuff. Because I know that girl wants. See, a lot of people like to poke the bear. That's why I feel like Nikki, bitch. I swear to God. They poked
Don't leave Nikki out of it.
the bear. They poked the bear, bitch. I'm over here minding my business, girl. They poked the bear. They poked the bear. Then all y'all be like, well, say this, say this. What else? Do y'all see this? Bitch, I see it. But the problem is this. When I perform, you guys are going to forget who started the show. Because I'm just that motherfucking type of bitch.
Now, I'm like, is he going crazy? What are you talking about?
So then, Once I get up and perform, I'm going to steal the motherfucking show. And you're going to think that I started the show. Then everything is going to be Armon. But you forgot. Who opened the show? I just closed her out. And oftentimes you bitches always forget the opener of the show. And so I'm letting this motherfucker sit. And I'm letting it marinate. Because when I decide to close this motherfucker, I want y'all not to forget who opened it, bitch. Because I've been minding my motherfucking business. But a lot of times, y'all like to forget. And I get it. Because when I put on a show, bitch, I performs, girl. And it's hard to remember who came before me. I get it.
Now, I was like, what is he talking about? Is it correct?
That's why I'm going to wait. I'm going to allow you girls to let the opening of the show sink in so you guys can really feel everything that was said. Because once I come out there, I'm going to be like, girl, what is your tea? Because I don't be understanding why these bitches be having so much motherfucking animosity. I don't understand. I never understand a bitch that's just so pressed and unbothered, but they still talking. Bitch, what the fuck you talking for? I thought you moved on, bitch. What you running your dick suckers for?
Not the dick suckers. I agree. Al ain't said nothing. Now, I take it back. Al ain't said nothing publicly. Now, has Al possibly sprinkled his opinion to other people? That's possible. You know, but yeah, Al is the only person who has not directly, verbally commented on nothing. You know, yeah, the show been canceled. I was like, why? I was like, why? You know, and in my opinion, I don't think that Funky said anything too disrespectful or mean about Armon. He just said, I felt like Armon's roast was crazy. And, you know, that's kind of why the show went away. You know? But Armon child was spiraling all that.
Why are you still popping it? When I leave a bitch in the dust, guess what? She's gone. She's dirt. She's in the wind, bitch. Poof, she's gone. I don't go back to see if there's anything left of her. Bitch, she's out of here. You bitches are lame. You bitches are weirdos. I swear to God, they're fucking weird. Bitch, what do you bitches want? Because I guarantee you, bitch, if I get up there and cook you, then the girls go quiet. They go mute. They act like nothing. Oh, quiet as a mouse when I start cooking bitches. But they like to turn on the stove, bitch, and they like to put me in the motherfucking grease and start frying me the fuck up because it's the popular thing to do. Bitch, let me tell you something. None of you bitches could ever beat me, bitch. I don't give a fuck. You might have some numbers, but bitch, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
And as I said in the beginning of my life, I was like, at this point, Funky and Armon are huge YouTubers. You know, they have huge followings. You know what I'm saying? At this point, you should be past the back and forth entirely. Now, again, he was on live for like 2 hours.
Give a fuck about none of that shit. There's a lot of these hoes out here in this game, this industry. These bitches be fake like they like you. These bitches be having secret animosity. These bitches be haters. And these bitches only like you if they feel like you don't like somebody they don't like. A lot of these motherfuckers don't want you to see the light for yourself, bitch. And here's the thing. Don't nobody ever come tell me a story about somebody else if you can't tell the story about yourself or about your BFF. If a person can never take accountability or tell you what they did wrong in a situation or relationship and they can only tell you about other people, bitch, don't trust that hoe.
Now, again, he was cussing and fussing, okay? Now, he then went live on tonight, okay? He was live at the same time that Funky was live. Okay, I was watching Funky live first. I found out Armon was live because people in Funky's comment section were telling him that Armon was live. Okay, so this was what Funky was saying. Now, this is what Funky was saying to people telling him Armand Live not going off on you.
Do me one favor, all right? Because y'all are lighting the comments up. Y'all don't have to tell me Armand is going live, going in on me. Do not ask me to address any of that because y'all already know my style and y'all know I'm not getting into any of that. So do yourself a favor and please just stop writing it in the comments, all right? Let's just stop writing it in the comments. All right.
So that's all, at least the part of Funky Live I saw. I don't know if later on he said something else, but that was what he responded to when people said in the comments. They was, child, Armand Live, Armand, he was like, child, I'm not doing it. Now, Funky over the years have always said he doesn't want to get into the back and forth beefy things. I think the last time he did was like with him and Michelle ATM was going at it. He checked Tasha one time or whatever, but Funky currently he doesn't do the back and forth for people. He doesn't. Now again, Funky, you were the one who went on Carlos King and did a whole interview, okay, and you mentioned this man, okay, and now that man is responding. So it's not as if Armand is like unfairly going off on Funky for no reason. You know, he's responding to what Funky said about him, but that's why I say, child, I blame Carlos. Because Carlos directly was asking him about Armand. So that's what it is. So then, because I was like, oh, Armand Live, what is he saying? So I had both, playing. I'm like, wait a minute, why is he so upset? Now, again, I'm not an Armand watcher. I'm not. So I don't know his style. But the times I've seen clips of him, I'm like, child, can somebody get them in to calm down? Just little bit. Okay. So we're going to get into a little bit because now Armand is watching and playing Carlos King interview with Funky and commenting on that. So we're going to watch a little bit of Armand and we're going to watch and talk. Okay. Because it's fair use. You hear me?
I'm like, well, I was already making whatever it is I was making. And then things got a little messy. I'm not going to lie. I started doing my show at 8 o'clock at the same time as theirs to be messy, bitch. Was that mature?
Armand's issue is Funky called him immature. Funky said, he was being messy, how he fumbled the bag, blah, 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 blue. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he's upset about. He's upset because Funky said, like, I gave him the inside track on what to do, what not to do around there. So that is what Armand is responding to here.
You get to be messy. You get to walk. You get to be frustrated. You get to demand more. You get to be a diva. And you get to sit and cross your legs and talk about it. And we supposed to be like, show right, Funky. You the only one that get to do it.
Everybody gets to be messy. Everybody gets to be messy. But again, I feel like at some point, I'm going to say this. Based on what Funky said on Carlos's interview, to me, that wasn't a good enough reason for Armand to be so upset at Funky. I feel like whatever the issue is he has with Funky is something deeply rooted in something else. Because now we don't know what Funky can be saying behind the scenes to other people. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, he said Armand is great. He up next. However, he has some maturing to do. Now, when Armand was fussing with Tasha K before, I've seen folks say a lot that he does this same thing where he goes off and have these crazy rants or whatever. And I do feel like sometimes that is a part of you that has to mature to know, you know what, it ain't worth this long rant. Now, we all know everything is content and he has a right to respond. But I still feel like this old angry rant, feels sweating, crying, all this and blah, blah. It was a lot. But if that's his style, I get it. But I also feel like, sir, you seem to be talented. You seem to have all the accolades, all the fans, and all the support. Child, keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Because you'll say I did it. Bitch, who are you? Girl, please. But I was your friend and you so much wanted me to be successful and you wanted the show to be successful.
I can appreciate that. Yes. We are messy.
Oh, yeah.
We can say, that was messy.
Yeah.
That's what this thing is talking about.
I said, oh, really? Oh, bitch, I'll fix you. And that's mature. But you calling me immature. And you mentor us and you looking out for us. Girl.
Now, I feel like Funky saying I went live at the same time as them, to me, that had nothing, in my opinion, that had nothing to do with Armon. That was Funky issue with production. That was Funky issues with Fox Soul. That was Funky issues with the people where he used to work who would not give him his things and what he asked for. It had nothing to do with Armon directly. You know what I'm saying? You just happen to be the new person who worked there. You know what I'm saying? If I was there, I helped that show be what it was. They would not give me the, because Funky said, he said, I was only asking. Funky was like, I was asking for the same pay rate I was getting when we were doing one show a week. When they moved us to 5 shows a week, we were getting paid $1,250, so $1,250. And once we went to 5 days a week, they took us down to $1,000 a day. You know, so something like I was only asking for the $1,250 instead of $1,000, and they would not give me the $1,250, and they would not put me on the health coverage stuff. And so his point was, I was pissed at them. Funky's pissed offness and Funky's pettiness and Funky being messy going live at the same time as them had more to do with Funky getting at Fox Soul, period, than him getting at TGIF, period. If I'm the star of the show and y'all won't give me my things, and then once I make a decision to leave, I'm gonna still get paid. Yes, I'm gonna take my audience with me. I'm gonna laugh at the same time. Why? Because I'm used to going laugh at the time. To me, what Funky did, I mean, it was a look. YouTube is a huge website. Huge. Everybody, sometimes everyone be live at the same time. Your favorite YouTubers will all be live at the same time. And it's sometimes, if you are a small YouTuber like myself, like when Funky live at 8, I have to wait till he's done because most of my watchers are already watching him. It's, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna go live and let me do this. Okay. So a lot of times, a lot of folks are live at the same time because we all doing our own thing. Our mind took it as if, oh, he tried to ruin me. So you just got on the show. Funky being petty and messy had nothing to do with you, and it had everything to do with his former employer not paying him what he should be paid, and then thought he would go away somewhere else. He's like, no, I'm going to compete with y'all.
So she felt the way. So she never wanted to set me up for success and didn't care about the show being successful. So all that bullshit jargon y'all was believing in the beginning, girl, she just talking.
Well, no, I think he did want the show to be successful, but I'm not going to help y'all be successful when y'all wouldn't pay me what I wanted.
She felt the way. And she didn't care who it affected because she was more worried about herself, as she should be. But don't get over here trying to tell me what's immature, because that was immature. Especially when you sit up here with your legs crossed trying to make it seem like you just grandfather OG of the girls. You didn't give a damn. You was battling us. And you wanted the show to fail without you. You just said it.
I mean, that maybe not fail. Not fail. Because technically, TGIF did not fail because of Funky Dineva leaving, because they still have viewers. They still have folks watching. So Funky didn't like get the show canceled or whatever. Funky fans watched him and other folks watched TGIF. Funky, to me, didn't get the show canceled. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because some people were still watching the show. That's why they hired you. That's why they still had the show going, because Funky did not get the show canceled. The viewership just changed.
And you felt like they tried to mimic you, like you said, by bringing me on there, and you want to show them that, girl, no matter who you get, you need me. That's what you wanted it to give. You never called me. You never reached out to me. You only talked to me in regards to the Claudia piece. You only posted me because you felt like me and Claudia weren't getting along. Like, girl, let's keep it a stack.
Now I'm like, how did that happen?
When you saw Armand's roast to Al, what was your first thought? A battery was put in his back. A battery was put in his back. A battery was put in his back. From who? From who? From who, bitch? Who? You? The one who gave me all the tea?
Child, if Funky give all the tea. Now, Funky said in his interview with Carlos, I told Armon what to do, what not to do, who to trust. So he kind of said, I gave him what he needed to succeed around there. Okay, so to me, that also means he probably gave Armon some tea. He gave Armon some information to take it how he wanted to take it. Armon is now making it seem like, yeah, Funky was the one who also put a battery in my back by giving me information.
You? Grandfather mentor with the legs crossed? You?
Not grandfather mentor with the legs crossed.
Because up until this point, you was telling me everything. Who put the battery? You? Al? Claudia?
I guess everybody. Because all the information Armon got, he got from somebody else who was already there. So he probably did get information from Armon. I'm sorry. Armon did get info from Funky, from Al, and from Claudia. We know that because Funky said I told him stuff or whatever later on in this, because he was on how long was he on live? His live, he was on live for 2 hours and 44 minutes. So amongst all the 2 hours and 44, he had brought up how he and Claudia had said some things, he and Al had said some things. So at this point, everybody around there just talking, chit-chatting, getting it all mixed up and messing up shit.
Y'all, he didn't say nothing bad. Girl, a battery was put in my back. If you really want to know, you really fuck with me, you would have called me. Y'all believe that bullshit on the comments. Here we are. Let's cook. A battery was put in my, and I'm gonna show you the battery that was put in my back. I got you, don't worry. But what I'm telling you is, you just jump out and put out and say a battery was put in my back? Nigga, what? Who you, like, don't play with me.
Now, thank you, Keisha, for the super chat. He probably told Armon, don't get in Claudia and Al mess. That would be a smart thing to say, because the one thing that I think everyone agree upon is that Claudia and Al had issues. Even Funky said the issue was between Claudia and Al, and he tried to stay out of it. So he may have told Armon that too, but everyone kind of said that was an issue based on when he said that Claudia saw a text between Al and Nene where Al was talking shit about her. So again, y'all foolishness all up and through. But I also feel like the term somebody put a battery in their back, to me, it can mean a couple different things. Or to me, what it means is somebody gave you information and you ran with it. That's one part. Okay. Some people think it means someone told you, hey, go do this. I want you to get on the live and read Al for filth. That's another version of saying somebody put a battery in their back, meaning I did your bidding, you know. But I do feel like Armon did have a battery in his back because he did use information given to him from Claudia, Al, and Funky, and that's how it got messier and messier.
Who, by you? By you? You was the one giving me. Remember, you tried it. Remember, according to you, you called me and told me not to, well, her, him, this before I got the job. So you was planting your battery and you was supposed to be outside of the show. A battery was put in my back. Was it your battery or was it theirs? Who battery was it?
Everybody battery. Everybody had their hand in your back. Claudia, Al, production, Funky. Okay, everyone had a battery in your back. Because all that means you took what folk gave you and ran with it.
Oh, see, but I'm learning. It's only okay when she operating the batteries. Then that's when it's justified. When he operating the batteries. No, the problem is, can't nobody put a battery in my back. That's why we here. A battery was put in my back. Okay, let's go. A battery was put in my back. Okay. A battery was put in his back. These are my thoughts. Can't prove it. Don't know. But you can't prove it, but you just gonna say some bullshit.
I mean, it's called an opinion. I think a lot of people felt that before, because remember, y'all, when the live happened, Funky was on his own live. He did not even know about the roast because he was on live. A lot of people felt like, well, damn, where am I getting that information from? A lot of people felt the same way, that people gave you information about Al. You then went and did your roast against Al. So a lot of folks felt that way, sir, before Funky said that. That was some folks' opinion on it. But again, he has a right to defend himself.
You can't prove it, but you just gonna choose to say some bullshit. You can't prove it, but you're gonna choose to say some bullshit, and I'm supposed to be like, yeah, Funky was pretty chill. You're gonna choose to say some bullshit right now. I feel it. You're going to choose to say some bullshit. When you don't have any proof of any evidence, but you're choosing bullshit right now.
I think the proof is in the pudding. I think the proof is in the, you know why? Because the show got canceled. You know, the show got canceled. It imploded in front of everyone's face during the roast.
Okay, let's go. For a fact, I thought a battery was put in his back. I thought it was deeply personal. I thought it was extremely unprofessional.
That's true. Even if what he said was actually factual, it was still unprofessional and personal. That's true. That part is true.
Deeply personal and extremely unprofessional. Okay.
I mean, in the corporate world, it was. That's why Al was so mad. That's why folk call you messy. If you can't read a bitch without getting in trouble, you can't read a bitch right. There's a certain way to read somebody professionally so that you don't get in trouble with the higher ups. But when you go to things that it's all stuff that happened that no one knows about, that's what makes it personal. When you go and speak about things that no one knows except the circle of trust at Foxo, TGIF, and you take that information and put it outwards, that's called being unprofessional. It's true.
I thought it was completely I thought it was gross. Oh,
I mean, saying that Al is a two-faced person and Al, the stuff he said, it was. That's how you read somebody in private because you don't like that bitch. You know, you send it in the text like, bitch, you two-faced, cockeyed, ex-husband of Star Jones, you light-skinned, contact wearing, S-curl having, notes keeping all the time. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that on the live at work at the meeting with the bosses.
Oh, you thought, so you felt bad for Al. How did you, you thought.
I mean, everybody felt bad for Al. Yeah, Al was professional. Al was pissed, but Al was professional. And he on camera, that was, But if you notice, Al said, okay, but Al was upset. He just chose to not react on camera. He reacted off camera when he called Funky. When he called Funky. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all want me to think that she don't feel a way towards me? No. She gave all that and never one call. She thought it was extremely unprofessional, deeply personal, and just gross. She's entitled to her opinion.
Let me see. Funky cracked me up questioning anyone's professionalism. Didn't he get fired from the circle too? I think so, but I also feel like, and I'm not defending Funky at all. I feel like sometimes we critique people based on mistakes we made in our past. So I feel like, because I don't know what happened on Sister Circle, but I do feel like sometimes you say stuff like that was unprofessional because you got fired for it. Because you know better now. I think child, that was a long time ago on Sister Circle. But I just feel like when I give opinions on stuff, it's because I've been through it. I've learned my lesson from it, and I can say, before that ain't the thing to do. Sometimes we give advice based on we fucked up and messed up, and now we know better because now we're older and we know better ways to handle ourselves. Like even me, I told her even how I review things now. I do think I try to handle things with grace and like common sense or whatever. I'm not out here yelling, cussing, and fussing about things because you have to learn how to handle situations so that you don't look like a raving lunatic.
Bitch, I see you. I can't be mad at how you felt because you felt how you feel. And I feel like it was extremely stupid of you to walk away from $250,000. And I think it was extremely dumb of you to not know that you can get insurance through your SAG-AFTRA contract.
Child. I mean, look, let's call a thing a thing. If they're gonna pay me $250 on their network, and I have to put up with beefing Al and Claudia, and I can make $500,000 on my own and not have to deal with the bickering Betty's around there, I will walk away too. And I think that was Funky's point, that the amount of money I was making on over there, I was sharing money with two other people. I can make all that money myself. So technically, Funky walking away from that paycheck got him a bigger paycheck. Because if I'm only making $250 a year over on Fox Soul, but I'm making $50,000 a month on my own channel, I'm making more money on my own. Now, him saying you can get insurance through whatever else, it's like I could do that, but why would maybe I have that, but I won't not. Give me insurance through y'all. So I don't think Funky walking away from the $250 was stupid because he's making more money now and not splitting it, and he doesn't have to deal with Claudia and Al's bullshit.
I think a lot of shit you do is extremely stupid and dumb. But do I go online and interview about it? But okay, I get it. I think you felt the way though, baby. And I feel like you're taking this as your opportunity to try to wear it out. I thought it was gross. And the reason why I thought it was gross is because obviously having had work there, a lot of the things that he was saying, he had not even been there long enough to experience or even know what the fuck he was talking about.
Now, we all said that the night he said the stuff. We said that. We said, I was like, how you know stuff? So again, that stuff folks said before anybody said anything.
No, bitch, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, bitch.
Ooh,
Don't
Lord,
tell me what the fuck I'm talking about. Bitch, I'm
Now, again, I was cutting and pasting y'all because, again, he was live for 2 hours and 44 minutes, and I just got some pieces based on what he was saying. Now, this is a whole other piece.
far from a dummy. I don't need you, Claudia, or Al to pump me for a motherfucking thing. I seen everybody. Simply had not been there long enough. And I was there long enough. And going back to our earlier conversation when I was talking about the maturity piece, that's the thing right there. Oh, yeah, we're going to get into that. Girl, shut the fuck up. You sound stupid as hell. I laid out for Armon everything he needed to do to be. Did you lay it out for me, or did I not pick up the battery that you gave me and put it in my fucking bag, so now I'm immature? I'm only immature because I didn't drag Claudia. Because let's talk about the battery.
Here we go. Well, no, Keisha, I feel like, yes, you can peep messy situations, but you wouldn't know that 6 months prior, this stuff happened. You'll peep. Oh, it's some stuff here. It's you. I do agree with you. You can peep messy things, but when you wouldn't know about actual, like you should know that Johnny and Betty, who work in IT, got caught humping under the copier, and Betty's husband, popped up and beat up Johnny. You won't know that. All you'll know is, child, something happened between Betty and Johnny. I don't know what, but I can see the tension. You know what I'm saying? When you speak about details, as far as with Al, send text and say this. So when you say, you're saying stuff based on, someone gave you some details. We all can peek game and see, yeah, I know them whole, I can see it. But you should not know the details of old stuff if you wasn't there yet. I think that's what most of us meant by saying he knew stuff before he knew details of old situations.
Battery was, get Claudia's ass out of here and continue to make that bitch uncomfortable. And when I didn't do that,
let me rewind a little bit. Let's see, 6:21. Hold on, y'all. Okay.
Me and put it in my fucking bag, so now I'm immature. I'm only immature because I didn't drag Claudia. Because let's talk about the battery. The battery was, get Claudia's ass out of here and continue to make that bitch uncomfortable. And when I didn't do that, then I became immature because me and Claudia were cool. Then I stopped hearing from him. Then Al started acting funny.
And I said, now what's this scene? So y'all, question, conversation time. If Armon is saying whoever, people wanted Claudia to feel uncomfortable, get Claudia out of there. Question, what good would that do Funky if Claudia gone? That's my question. My question is, who do y'all think he's saying wanted Claudia gone? Because if Funky already gone, who was trying to get Claudia back? Was it Al?
Let's be very clear. Y'all didn't want me to like Claudia. When I started fucking with Claudia, then I became immature. Let's just call a thing a thing. That's what the battery is, right? The problem is I didn't take your battery and run and terrorize Claudia alongside Al. That's what you wanted me to do. But no, I sat back and I seen it for myself, and I realized, whoa, this motherfucker's a weirdo. He's a hater. Gotta watch that motherfucker. You didn't warn me about him.
So, thank you, Keisha, for super chat. I believe Al started to get very rude with her. Fussing. Oh, the producers. A whole mess. It's a whole mess. It's too messy. Okay. Because even him saying, you didn't warn me about Al. You warned me about everybody but your friend. Your friend's a weirdo. He's weird. Yeah, you didn't. And nobody wants to toss their friend up under the bus. If I'm working somewhere and my friend is a bitch, I'm not gonna tell you my friend a bitch. It's my friend. Just saying.
You tried to warn me about Claudia, but you didn't warn me about the insecure asshole that was gonna try to get me fired and put all the damn rumors out against me.
Ooh, what rumors, Shy? What was the rumors? What are the rumors?
But you didn't do that because you didn't give a fuck about me either, because you felt like they were trying to replace me with you with me, or what, me with you, or you with me, or whatever the case may be. You thought they were trying to replace you with me, and you wanted to show them that I couldn't be you. How dare they try to go get them a loud, black, flamboyant gay boy to try to be the next Funky Dineva. I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna go live at their time, and girl, I don't give a fuck about him. That's
well. Let's say this now. Before Armon got the job, Funky was already going live at 8. So Funky going live at 8 had nothing to do with Armon. Because when the show came back in the new year, because Funky announced he was leaving, the show came back. The first guest host was, I think, was Flame Monroe. You know, and Funky, that was a Slim Jim. Funky was going live at 8 before Armon was on. So that part to me is BS. Funky going live at 8 had nothing to do with you. You know, he was already going live at 8.
That's what it was. You never cared for me. Let's be very clear on that. You didn't. I didn't pick up your battery pack. So now I'm immature and everything I did was gross, but it was all good when you felt the same shit that I felt at that show. It's okay when you're messy. It's okay when Al's messy. You didn't see any of the shit that Al does. You heard none of the shit that Al does. You didn't think there was anything wrong with Al being on live air, crashing out, but yet you've seen all these things that I've done. I can't respect that. Because if you're going to give it an opinion, give it across the board.
Not that I can agree with. That's factual. Carlos, I do feel like Carlos asked him like about Al, and Funky just did not say anything negative about Al. You know, but I do agree. If you're gonna say some shit, say it across the board entirely, because everyone had a messy part to play.
But you only see the shit that I done when you know everything that's going on there because you've been gossiping with Al. Bitch, you're trash. And I don't have no respect for you. At that show, and in my opinion, he went there and did the complete opposite. And I'm very disappointed in him for it. I am, because I rooted for you. I rooted for you when there were actually people working against you being there. And I informed him that there are people who don't want you there. There are people. Nobody wanted me there.
Child, look, don't go when you're not wanted, child. Look, you can't look. If you do not feel appreciated and loved and wanted and valued, ain't no point in being there. So if don't nobody want you there, I wouldn't have been there.
Claudia didn't want me there. Claudia did not want me there.
Now, Claudia did say that Armon was not her first choice. And how she felt like they picked Armon without, you know, getting her input.
Didn't, and we're gonna get into it. We're going out of their way to not have you here. Told them who the people were and everything, and then I told him everything he needed to do to be successful there. And you went up there and drank the. But you didn't tell me that Al was a hater. You did not tell me that Al was wrapped up under Joyce. You did not tell me that Al was a master manipulator. The Kool-Aid and got. Now, I drank the Kool-Aid. Lost in the sauce and did the complete opposite. And if I'm being honest, was a major contributing factor as far as I can see as to why the shit got canceled. And y'all think I'm supposed to, I'm a major contributing factor as to why the show got canceled, as from what he can see. None of this, which he knows. But you're going to choose to say this shit.
I think it's because the show was canceled, put on hiatus after the roast. I think before the roast, wow, because I wasn't watching it as much, but a lot of folks talked about there was tension between Al and Armon, sometimes between Armon and Claudia, sometimes between Claudia and Al. Even when Funky was on, there was at times tension. But I think because a lot of people blame the roast because it was the first time that publicly we saw some shit go down. I think that's why a lot of people, not as Funky, feel like Armon played a major role in it being canceled, because to us, no one had any proof of an issue until then.
Girl, get out my comments with this bullshit. Girl, she's trash. I'm done with her. Girl, I was a major contributing. No, I was not. I was not. I was not.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that I was not.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. This show, when I did that
T. The T, y'all. Here come the T.
roast, we were coming back that Monday. The problem is, we had made not Al, several.
How many? Several,
bitch.
Okay.
Why you think you know what you're talking about, ho?
Well, you guys must stop cussing so much.
Several of the staff made an HR complaint weeks prior against Al and Joyce.
Now, Joyce is the production lady, who a lot of folks say was messy. So if several people complained to HR violation.
Because Al was doing shit like threatening to throw the show, not coming on time, being babied by Joyce, pouting around, spreading rumors, making it a horrible workplace for everybody. So HR got involved and did an investigation. By the time the roast happened, we were still under investigation, bitch. What do you?
So, okay, because we didn't know that. No, we did not. The public did not know that there was an HR investigation before the roast. So this is my thing. If you and other staff filed a complaint against Al, you then went on the damn live show and aired your grievances with your coworker while there was an HR investigation, and then read him for the things y'all were complaining about in the HR investigation. That's messy. Because the stuff he said, Al making it a toxic work environment, kissing ass of production, being sneaky, blah, blah, blah. All the stuff that you just said means you have filed a complaint with HR, then went and publicly told the world about the HR investigation in your own way. Meaning production knew, nigga, did you just go on live and talk about the investigation? Sure.
What are you talking about? We did a whole HR complaint against Al because Al put out allegations and rumors on me. Joyce did nothing about it. And I said, before I crash out, something needs to happen.
And you then went on the live and aired out all of your grievances about your coworker. So when Funky said that was unprofessional, that was unprofessional. Because y'all do know in the corporate world, when there is an HR, usually if there's an HR issue, the two people who have the issue aren't supposed to discuss this shit. They're usually kept separate unless they have to work together, but you're not supposed to address anything that is in the investigation until HR has finished it. So the fact that you, Armon, took that information public, and that's probably why Al was so pissed. So now you're also letting us know Fox Soul ain't shit either. Because if what was being alleged is true, they should have fired Al and not canceled the show. However, because you, one of the people who complained, made it a public situation, you fucked up everybody check.
Some more people went to HR. HR went on and started doing an investigation. The girl went to, she was on break. We were actually supposed to come back and do the whole thing, but they deemed the show with so much dysfunction even before the roast.
Sir, you can say that all you want to. You can say before the roast, it was dysfunctional. That's fine. Had you not done the roast and you allowed them to do the investigation, Al would have been fired. Al would have been fired for HR violations. They would have then had to find a replacement for Al. That may have been why they were bringing in fourth people. Because remember, y'all, they kept having rotating fourth hosts to possibly have to replace Al or you. I don't know. However, what I do know is you took the HR situations and made them public. Had you just shut up and not took the information public, let the investigation continue, Al would have been fired. If what Armon is saying is true, if the allegations were true, and if they investigated both Al and Joyce would have been fired. You and Claudia were already on good terms. They would have brought in a third person to save the show. Because at the end of the day, TGIF was the highest rated show on Fox Soul.
That they decided to go on a hiatus. We went on hiatus because of the roast and Al complained. It was the roast and Lunel which took us on hiatus.
Because y'all knew Lunel and Al, had a little something, going on when Lunel was asking Al about him and Star Jones. And Al was complaining about Lunel asking him about him and Star Jones because apparently, Star Jones required them to not involve her and Al's old marriage in the conversations. Like, leave me out y'all shit.
Because Al had got upset, but we were already under HR investigation. We were supposed to fly to Houston to have a sit-down meeting. Because Joyce would not control Al. That's what happened, bitch. Just running your fucking mouth.
You think it's his fault?
I don't think it's his fault.
Okay.
I don't think it's his fault. I think that he was a major contributing factor.
Now, that was the first part that I had seen, right? Now, as I was editing that little thing, I had to pull a little bit more, okay? This is the last little bit of what he was saying. Again, I told y'all that man was on live
to Claudia
for 2 hours and 44 minutes, okay? Now, this was later on. This is, how long is this? This is a few minutes as well. Let's see, how long is this? This is 3 minutes, y'all. 3 minutes.
Are you still interested in talking with just Joyce about the direction of the show? Because I do. Claudia, because...
Child, this man put up a whole screenshot. Okay, he had screenshots loaded. Now, this is supposedly from, I don't know who Jamal Jeffries is. Is that his real name? Is his real name? Is Arman's real name? I don't know. But it said on Tuesday, March 19th, are you still interested in talking with Just Joyce about the direction of the show? Because I do, Al. Okay, I'll do with you when you thinking. ASAP. Is it me? But is Justin really protecting Arman? I feel like the odd man out on what's going on, but I know I see and hear what I see and hear, or no, Al. So that's the text that's up here, y'all.
She doesn't like me at the time. Okay, I'll do it with you. When you thinking? ASAP. Is it me? But is Justin really protecting Arman? I feel like the odd man out on what's going on, but I know and see what I hear and what I see and I hear or know. So then they had a meeting that following day to get me fired. And Al went and told that I said that I went on a date with Justin and that's how I got the job. And he was so uncomfortable with me being on that show.
Child, that's why they said you can't be fucking people at work because they get caused conflict. Now, also, I know that Funky said on his interview with Carlos how most of all of his friends, most, not all, but most of his friends, he's had some kind of sexual relationship with. So he had said that on the thing or whatever. So Armon now said how he allegedly, okay, possibly there was. I'm like, this is why you can't be banging coworkers or the upper ups or whatever because it caused conflict.
So you sat up here and pretended to like me and was setting me up because you were intimidated and insecure along with Claudia to try to get me motherfucking fired. And this is all within the same month of me getting hired. Bitch, I got the job on March 11th. That was just that was 10 days after. These motherfuckers was at my neck from the day. So you lucky I made it to June.
Sir, calm down. Breathe. Okay. Now y'all know that he was auditioning before that. You know what I'm saying? Which probably means while he was guest hosting, they didn't like him.
I don't let people play with me that long. Especially over $70 funky ass $1,000.
So now we know how much he got paid. So while Funky was making $150 a year, I'm sorry, $250 a year, they did not pay Armon that amount. He was making $70,000. Now, I don't know if that was $70,000 for, because again, he started in March officially. The show was over in June. So I don't know if that was his amount for this like half of a year or whatever. But child, he said he got the 70.
Let's be very clear. So I'm gonna show you how much of a real bitch I was. I had no idea that this was even happening. I didn't find this out until me and Claudia got on the phone later on. Because Claudia was like, yo, I need to call you. I need to get on the phone, Armon. We got to make this right. She gave me the play-by-play. Gave me the receipts. We got just so much shit. Gave me the play. She was like, yeah, I was trying to have conversations. He wanted the topics to go over your head. He was trying to have us, me and you. I'm like, girl, he was doing the same thing with me and you.
Now, we know that was what Claudia said that on her live, months ago. How her and Armon figured out, allegedly, that Al was playing them against each other. But I still feel like everybody was playing everybody against each other. I feel like all of them was having some kind of side conversation about the other ones. You can't do that.
And I, just so you know that I'm a real bitch, in April, I'm gonna be real. Bitch, cooking Claudia. I don't lie. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna get rid of that because I keep doing that. I don't lie. This is me. I'm dragging Claudia right here. This is me. I text this to Al.
So this is him showing texts between him and Al. Talking about Claudia. Child, when I tell you, that's why I was a little bit late. And I can only catch the little bit I can catch. Because again, Funky was on live. Armon was on live. I was trying to get my graphic together and edit. But I have 2 iPhones, 2 iPads, my iPad computer, my fingers be moving, okay? Because sometimes I like to tell a cohesive story as much as I can. Okay, thank you, Lisa, for the Cash App. I appreciate it. I try my best to tell a cohesive story as much as I can. And because he was still live while I was on live, I don't have the fullness of it all, but I had enough to say, hey, this is what happened. Okay, so again, this is him showing him and Al's conversation and how him and Al was still kind of talking shit about Claudia.
All she wants I like the way Claudia jumps to defend black women when she's needed, even if both disagree. And I said, girl, that's all Claudia wants is people to feel like, you know. And then Al said, yep, that's the Armon I like. Exactly. She's always making excuses for women. This is in April.
So again, this is my point in saying all of them were talking cash shit about each other. Because again, this show, he and Al were saying, you know, little stuff about Claudia. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say all of them played a part in the messy shit.
This is in April. But the nigga was kikiing with her in fucking March to get me fired. Now look. Hold on.
Now you see, he has a whole little folder of screenshots.
Look. April. And I'm texting. She's the fucking joke. Claudia has said on every show and drug. I barely speak to her. And she's always tries to bring it back to right.
So again, this, let me get main screen. Let me put it on the big screen. You know, this just shows, because you know, you got to see the proof is in the pudding. She's a bitch. Whenever you disagree with her, she then goes against everything you say. Exactly. I was just texting you. She's effing. Thank you, Sharon, for the cash app. I appreciate you and thank you. Exactly. I was just texting you. She's an effing joke. Claudia has sat on this very show and drug Chrissy Teigen. I barely child out here.
She's the fucking joke. Claudia has said on every show and drug.
I barely speak to her, and she's always trying to bring it back to RAPE or herself. I mean, read her for filth. Yes, always for black women empathy, so they would be on her side. I'm like, first of all, the fact that you and him is having this kind of conversation makes me side out both of y'all. Child, look, do my due diligence. You know what I'm saying? As much as I can. You hear me? The fact that this is the kind of conversation between you and Al, allegedly, because again, these are screenshots from Armon. But I was like, who said to somebody, yeah, she always brings it back to RAP and the E or herself? Why, if that's the topic, why wouldn't she? And the whole part, she's a B, when you disagree with her, she then goes against everything you say. I was like, what kind of stuff is this? Read her for filth and always for black women empathy, so they will be on her side. I was like, so she can't be this empathetic to women? So I feel like while he's trying to show, well, see, I'm so real, I'll show what I said. It makes you look like a fucked up individual. Because either way it go, both of y'all dead wrong for these comments. Okay? Again, that's how she gets them to gang up on you. We need to get her. I'm like, not get her. Child. But this two y'all be going, child.
Get her for filth. Yes, black women. Look. We need to get her. Girl, I'm not fake.
So at that point, I cut it off because I was over it. You know, I was completely over it. But just to take it back, sorry, Armon, let me get back on camera. Okay. It's insane that he felt like, oh yeah, let me show what I said. You know, let me be read. I was like, what in the world? Thank you to your for the super chat. This is for the editing skills because I am just Friends, thank you. Child, it's a miracle. To me, this shows both Al and Armon are shady individuals. You hear me? Now I want to know what he was. But let me see. Child, let me see. Because again, child, look, I feel like if I can, hold on. Luckily, I become a bit of, of a whiz. If I can fast forward to no, that's not it. Child, he was on here for a while. Hold on now. Y'all just give me a second. Give me a second. I'm trying to fast forward to the parts. Let me see.
Present as just because you sit up there and motherfucking cross your legs with a.
No, that's not it. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna try to find it. We ain't doing no commercials. Trying to find it. Give me like 30 seconds, child. So he was showing all kind of stuff, but if we can get to what he was doing. I can't find it, y'all. Oh, I think this is it. Hold on. Because, bam. See, I be finding the thing. Okay, here we go. Boom.
In fucking March to get me fired. Now look, hold on. Look, April. And I'm texting, she's the fucking joke. Claudia has said on every show in drug, I barely speak to her. And she always tries to bring it back to rape. I mean, read her for filth. Yes, black women, look, we need to get her. Girl, I'm not fake. Read it.
Oh, what you see, we don't see his response. That's a screenshot of just that piece.
That's the shit I endured every day. I didn't get no fair chance. I was caught in the middle of bullshit. And I had to sit there and smile. I had no idea that I was fucking being played. But because I know the narrative is Armon always crashes out, I'm sitting there taking it. Then I'm not even getting paid as much. Then I'm not even getting no fucking opportunities. You bitches want to run up here and make it seem like I tanked the show. Fuck this show. Fuck that motherfucking show, bitch.
He's so angry.
Like, please, spare me. Spare the fuck out of me. I'm like so fucking mad. Bitch, I'm so mad. I'm so fucking mad. I went through so much bullshit on that motherfucking show. I went through so much shit.
You see him crying? Was he crying?
You bitch. Fuck that show. I'm so fucking mad. And I have to fucking sit there and smile every fucking day. I'm so fucking mad. And motherfuckers love to blame me for every fucking thing. Bitch, I wasn't getting $250,000. Bitch, I wasn't getting all these fucking opportunities. Bitch, I was being dragged on both ends. The fuck? Motherfuckers was trying me left and fucking right. And I had to sit up there and smile every fucking day.
Well, I mean, I would have quit like he quit. Oh, he crying, y'all. Oh, he crying. Child, let's get some. Is he crying? What? Oh.
I'm so fucking mad. I have to fucking smile every day. I'm so fucking heated. I don't give a fuck about that show. Y'all have me fucked up.
Is he spitting too? Child, don't be spitting Now they said Claudia came on.
That he wants out there, but you were there long enough. It didn't. I'm
got emotional because I mean it was just like he was cool in the beginning, but then he was saying like I got a battery put in my back and I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. And I went over there, I drank the Kool-Aid, and we all fucked over $250,000. But he felt vindicated and he was being messy doing his show during the time we did ours. So I'm just like, but I was immature. But then he never had anything immature to say about Al. I was never immature.
Yeah, no, I was very much playing everybody, and I'm so glad that. So I'm sure you already explained how we ended up getting on the phone, and I was talking to Justin. I'm like, yo, get him on the phone, and all it took was one conversation of no one in the middle of us saying, don't pick up the phone when Claudia calls, or don't try to call him, or he's this. And once we talked to each other, it's been all good ever since, you know. And I just want to say thank you for saying that. I didn't put a battery in your back. Like, the argument, and I will say this to Funky. Funky, we haven't spoken to either one of us, so I know he's getting whatever he's getting from Al, because that's the one that still speaks to him. Mm-hmm. So Al is going to tell him the narrative that he wants out there. But you were there long enough. It didn't take a long time for you to see what was going on. I didn't have to tell you. You saw what it was. And I think it's insulting to say that you need to be spoon-fed some shit when you're a very smart person. And you're perceptive. I mean, you saw what it was. Again, you know, I tell people as much as I can, you are not the reason the show ended. It is, stop blaming Armon Wiggins. Stop it. I know people that have a vendetta against you or don't like you for whatever reason. Listen, I get it too, right? You are.
Do she know that nobody is blaming Armon directly? Do she know we blame all of them? I mean, I'm just wondering, do she know we blame all of them?
You're not the reason. You're not the reason. Fans, listeners, viewers, I'm clearing this man's name. He came into a situation. It was already, listen, I understand. We had a beautiful chemistry the show before, like with Al, me, and Funky. Of course, the fans are going to feel a way that it changes up. So no matter who was going to step into that position was going to get so much negativity. Mm-hmm. No one likes when their favorite show is changed. But you did the best you could. You brought, you dressed. You always came dressed to the team.
Claudia. Go on to the next thing, Claudia. Go on to the next thing, okay? I feel like the fact that Armon walked into an already messy situation, what that means to me is nobody made it any better. In my opinion, each of them played a role. So I feel like Funky's opinion is just a part of an opinion, but most people say it's all y'all fault.
You always you contributed to the story. I contribute to stories every single day for 5 years. I've always sent stories, and you came in on day one. I remember the group chat. I was like, okay, and I got to see and got to learn you for myself, like with people that do call me, tell me about you, and I get that too.
Child, not them saying basically Al ain't do shit. if Claudia brought stories and Armon brought stories, that mean Al ain't do shit.
I'm powering as an adult. I choose to judge people, or not judge, assess based on what I know of them, and I fuck with you. So I don't
I think that and I feel the same way, because out of everybody, you're never been so narcissistic to where you felt like I don't have to apologize or I can't try to right my wrongs, and one.
Now, not finding her deal or no deal picture.
Thing that we did do, we said, girl, we both talk shit. So we got through that privately together. It was like, listen, we did what we did, but ever since that day moving forward, like you try to put me on the stuff, you communicate, like, I mean, you know the vibe, you already know. So it's like, and
that means we all talk cash stuff about each other in the beginning. You knew I talk stuff, you knew I talk stuff, back and forth. But I was like, again, everybody played a part. Funky, Claudia, Al, and Armon.
And I just cannot ever be in a space where I let somebody down talk you, because you have not only just talked about it, like you've shown me a loyalty when you fuck with me. So like, I just can't.
Didn't he just say, and when he just crying, saying he was put in the middle of some bull stuff? Well, he just said I was being pulled, and so don't that mean everybody was fucking up?
I can't let anybody play with you around me, because you don't lie. You don't lie. You have not lied.
And I usually will have a receipt. I will say, I'm going to address some of the people in your chat. Dean Exotic Jock said, Claudia, admit it, say it publicly. You didn't like Armon at first, and I will believe it all. Okay, before Armon got on the show, I used to watch Armon on the low, and I used to send him messages before we even started working together. Is that not true?
Yes, it's true. But I used to hit you for advice and all kind of shit.
Yes.
But Claudia, on her own mouth, on her own live, said he wasn't her first choice. Child, at this point, I'm done with them anyway. Let's just stop that. We're gonna let them be, because all I feel like all they are doing is making it seem as if we crazy, and like it was all a lie, guys. It was all a lie. She lied. The fact that both Claudia and Armand want to come on here now and say "Kumbaya, my lord, Kumbaya," after showing the message, it's all y'all fault. Y'all got the show canceled. It's not just Armand. It isn't. It was each and every one of them. The only reason Funky is innocent is because when the show got canceled, he wasn't on it no more. That's the reason why we can't really blame him, because he had already left the show. However, okay, let's be clear. Once it was Armand, Claudia, and Al, the show went down the tube. Okay, down the tube. And you can't make it seem as if you walk into a messy, dysfunctional situation, but let's only blame Al, while you show us text between you and Al talking shit about Claudia. Now, just because you and Claudia came to the conclusion, or we both talk shit, yeah, but so does Al. It's the weirdest, child. It's truthfully what this shows, what this proves, the show should have been canceled. That's it. This proves the show needed to be canceled, because even once Funky left, the three remaining people still couldn't get it together. And even when y'all went to HR about Al and Joyce, Armand chose to air this shit out on social media, on the live. So again, my point is this: Claudia, Al, Armand, Funky are huge social media people, well-known people. Why y'all still fussing? That show got canceled in June. It is fucking August. Okay, Funky been gone since December. Once you leave a platform, leave it. That, y'all, look, it's a reason why I don't discuss the panel I used to be on, because I'm not there anymore. I have no idea because I'm not there anymore. Once you move on and you wish your colleagues well, it's really nothing left to do. It shouldn't be no mess. But that is why you see it was mess over there. And you see, even after Funky left, in little ways, he was still attached to the mess. You know what I'm saying? When people ask about anything from your past, if you don't have to always air nothing out. You do that when it was some mess mixed up around there. When you were upset because, as Funky said, the production, Fox Soul, he felt like they didn't do him right. And so he felt some kind of way. And all of that trickled down, and now the show got canceled. Now, I don't know anybody who still watch Fox Soul, because no one watched it before. But no one needs to bring it back up. Like, after today, Al, Claudia, Armand, and Funky, none of them need to talk about TGIF. It is canceled. It is done. Al has his own YouTube channel. Armand has his own YouTube channel. Funky has his own YouTube channel. Now, I don't know what Claudia do, but everybody has their own endeavors. To keep bringing it up is stupid. Now, again, I still blame Carlos because Carlos is the one that asked about the Fox Soul stuff and what brought this back up. So Armand and Funky shouldn't be beefing. Again, Armand had a right to respond to what Funky said. I get that. But after this, child, shut the fuck up. Period. Okay? You wish people well. and you keep it moving. And if someone asks you, I wish them well. Again, that was a virtual panel. They wasn't in the same spaces together. They live in 3 different states. The same with me and the girls. We all there in 4 different states. You know what I'm saying? It's like you wish people well. You keep it pushing. You keep your own shit going. You keep doing your own thing. You keep pushing yourself. Ain't no child, leave it be. Leave it be. Okay? But somebody will give Armon a hug and a kiss and give him a Snickers because he may be hungry. And, you know, people ain't they stuff and they hungry. Okay? A mess. You hear me? A mess. Okay? Now, at one point, Armon said, I don't need Carlos Couch to tell my story. Child, it's a mess. But I want it to be over. I hate YouTube beef. I truly do. I try my best to stay out of it, but this was too much to pass up, and I had to give my 2 cents. Okay, but yeah, Funky said I ain't replying, and now after today, Armon should have nothing left to say at all. Okay, and now let's Al come say some shit or whatever. So anyway, y'all, that's it. That's all. Okay. For the second night in a row, it's past 11 o'clock. Y'all keep getting me. Nigga. I'm supposed to be done, okay? Anyway, look, y'all know, okay, a good time was had by all. I don't know how we got to 2 hours and 21 minutes because I talked too damn much, okay? But we are done. Okay, I will be live tomorrow at 9 p.m. If stuff is popping for us to discuss, I will be live at 9. Okay, so come back around here. We have a good time all the time. Y'all know to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Okay, follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay, yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. Have a good night. Be blessed and all that good stuff. I will talk to y'all tomorrow, and y'all don't forget. Okay, don't be fussing with people that you ain't round no more. Okay, be blessed in your own space. Okay, I gotta go. I love you all. Bye.